Welcome back to CB News. This is our podcast. Today we're going to be talking about electric cars that are good for Minnesota driving. We talked about it in the video. If you haven't checked out our video already, we talked about the good pros and cons of having an electric car in Minnesota and if it's actually worth it. And you can also check out more information in our blog on our website, cbnews.com. But we both brought two picks to the podcast. We're both picked out two different cars that we think are good for Minnesota driving. So Brady, why don't you get us started? What's your first pick?
For sure, for sure. So up first, I got the Chevy Bolt, and I'll take a minute to note here that we do talk a little bit about the Chevy Bolt in our video, so make sure you go check that out. And we'll have some more stuff on electric vehicles in our blog. But yeah, so on to why I picked the Chevy Bolt. It's very price flexible. It comes from it has multiple years. So like you could get a used one for way cheaper than like, let's say, a brand new one. And even the brand new ones aren't super expensive, floating around like the 30K range. But yeah, like just all around seems like the most convenient. It's nice and compact, so you can fit it in a garage. And it seems like it'd be good for like around the Twin Cities driving around.
Solid pick. Solid pick. I'm gonna go with my sedan pick next. I went with the Tesla Model 3. A couple reasons why. Pricing definitely a little bit more expensive. You can fully spec them out with the performance model all-wheel drive option, which is kind of necessary in Minnesota. They're about 63 grand. But the big reason I picked this is because they're basically a legacy brand at this point. They've been around for close to 10 years, if not 10 years. I'm not sure the exact number, but they have a lot of charging stations around Minnesota, the most by any. It's not a third party charging, it's in-house, so it's actually good. And there's just a lot of Tesla centers all around. So I think the amount you actually see on the road in the winter, it just makes sense. So I went Tesla Model 3 for my first pick. All right, what do you got for your second pick now?
Before I get into my second pick, I'll just agree with you on the Tesla pick. I mean, Teslas look fantastic anyway, no matter how you get them.
Plus they look cool.
Yeah, exactly. But my second pick here would have to be the Ford Lightning, F-150 Ford Lightning.
Solid.
So it's a fun little fact about this. So it's only been out for a couple years now. So the 2022 version is available and the 2023 version. So you're not going to see as much price flexibility with that. But here's where they come in. So you could get like the baseline regular version with like no crazy specs for like 60K, or you could get the platinum version. It's tiered. So there's like 4 tiers. And like the highest tier is platinum, and that's knocking on 100K. So it gets spendy, but it is a truck. It does have a towing capacity of like from like 7,000 to 10,000 pounds, which is pretty crazy for an electric vehicle.
Yeah, it's solid.
And I figure since Minnesota is kind of a rural state, trucks would probably be in the wheelhouse for a lot of people here. So yeah, if you're looking for an electric vehicle truck, this might be the thing. Oh, one last fun fact I forgot. It can, in the event of a natural disaster, charge your home. Like you could use it as a portable charging station, and it can charge your home for like 2 days, which is insane.
Pretty cool. I did know about that, actually. It's pretty cool. I think it's a 12 volt or 48 something on the front of the back. Yeah, it's really cool. I think that's one of the only vehicles that you can actually do that. So yeah, it's definitely something cool to note. I'm going to be following in your footsteps with the truck pick at number 2. I got the Rivian R1T. A little bit different. Basically the same body style. There is the Rivian R1S, which is, I believe it's the S. It's the sedan or the SUV version. But I went with the R1T, the truck. It's got a little extra storage underneath the bed. You can fit golf clubs. Pricing, it's about 73 grand. That's for the max range with all-wheel drive. So you get 314 miles, so a little bit lower on the mileage, but it is an all-wheel drive. You do get a very large battery pack, which is highest in the truck range, which is pretty cool. You also get high towing capacity and a bunch of other features. So I think we definitely needed to do 2 sedans and 2 trucks. That was very fitting for Minnesota. So that'll wrap it up. Do you got any last thoughts at all?
Yeah, I was just gonna pick up to your point on the Rivian. It looks phenomenal. Like I'm looking at this picture, the headlights, everything looks kind of like futuristic,
cool.
yet capable. So very cool pick. Yeah. That's pretty much all I had though.
Well, sweet. Yeah, if you have not watched our video, then you can go check it out on cbnews.com and check out our blog as well. And that'll do it. Thank you for listening.